What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Rick. Hit that like button. Let's get it.
years, I've made my share of difficult choices.
No matter what happens.
Or ever.
Can you get it repaired in time?
I don't know. I've just viewed that.
From Seattle, Washington, this is the Budweiser APBA Gold Cup Unlimited Hydroplane Race. Brought to you by Ford and your local Ford dealer. And by the new Walker Advantage muffler. It puts rust at a disadvantage.
We're in Seattle, Washington, tucked up into the northwestern part of the United States for race number 7 of 1985. Hello, everybody. I'm Don Poyer. Welcome to Seattle. This is the home of unlimited hydroplane racing, where back in 1940, this three-point design boat was originally invented. And today, we're racing for the Gold Cup. It began back in 1904. It's the oldest, most prestigious trophy in motorsports history. This will be the 77th running. And some history can be made today. Chip Hanauer, driver of the Miller American, has won the Gold Cup 3 consecutive years. If he wins today, he'll be the first man in modern history to win it more than 3 consecutive years. Jim Hendrick is down there with Chip Hanauer, the driver, right now. Jim?
Being Chip, it is the Gold Cup. It is your hometown. Is there any added pressure?
Well, I think going for our 4th consecutive Gold Cup, there'd be pressure no matter where we were. But yeah, being home maybe adds a little bit, but on the other hand, it's more comfortable. You know, I got to stay at home in my own bed, and I have my friends and family around, so that helps.
Speaking of comfort, it looks like it's a little rolly out there.
This is Seattle, and it's always rough here. You know, there's probably 3,000 pleasure boats out there tied up to a log boom, and with that many boats on that big a body of water, it's going to get, you know, moved around.
Man who won here last year in the Seattle Seafarers, Jim Kropfeld of Miss Budweiser, and Don's with him right now.
Jim, you've won here the last 2 years, but you've got a new boat, the new Miss Budweiser, a lot of problems which come with a new boat, yet you've still remained competitive.
Well, we try very hard. We have a good crew. The guys are dedicated to making this boat run.
What's good with y'all? Thank y'all for coming through. Appreciate y'all. We'll be on the water soon.
If we had some more time between races, we could be a lot more competitive than we are, but we can only make some minor changes right now.
Well, regardless, you got a lot of heats today, being the Gold Cup, 3 flights of heat, so good luck. Who knows what could happen.
That's right. If we can just be consistent like some of the other teams and finish all 3 heats, I'm sure we'll make the final.
Okay. Jim Kropfeld, the Budweiser, and now to Jim Hendrick with a rundown of Heat 1A.
Okay, Don, all in all, 10 boats are qualified for the Budweiser APBA Gold Cup here in Seattle, and we have 5 coming out of the starting gate in Heat 1A. Here's the way they line up. George Johnson will be driving Domino's Pizza, the U30. He qualified at 107.094. Out of Madison, Indiana, Todd Yarling checked in with the Cellular One at 114.246. Jim Kropfeld, who won the Seafair Trophy race here a year ago, 119.9 in Miss Budweiser. Tom Deeth in the Square Shop Britannia at 128.8. And the fastest qualifier in this group, the Turbine Miss 711, Steve Reynolds, at 139.633. And that's the way Heat 1A will line up. And how about, Don, how about Heat 1B?
Jim, this is the most boats we have had qualify in 1985. We have 5 boats in each heat. Here's a look at 1B. First of all, qualifying at 111.6 miles per hour, Jerry Hopp out of the Northwest in the Oboy Oberto. Next comes Andy Coker, qualifying at 112.8 miles per hour in the American Speedy Printing. The Miss Rock KISW qualified at 114.5 miles per hour. Mitch Evans, the driver. Scotty Pierce, the national points leader in the Executone Telephones, qualifying at 124.5 miles per hour. And finally, the top qualifier, Chip Hanauer and the Miller American at 140.6 miles per hour. There's all 10 boats. We have 2 heats coming up. This is the 77th running of the Gold Cup. It's here in Seattle. The Unlimited's coming up after this.
As the drivers prepare for Heat 1A, this is the beginning of a very long afternoon. They will be racing 6 laps instead of 5 in each heat, and there is an extra flight of heats, that under the Gold Cup rules. So, like I said, a long day ahead. The first drivers to see action today, George Johnson making a return to racing. He drove the Executone Telephones last year. Todd Yarling picked up a third place aboard the Cellular One last week in the Columbia Cup in Tri-Cities, Washington. Jim Kropfeld in the Miss Budweiser, a winner in Syracuse in 1985. Tom Deeth in his second race of 1985 for the Squire Shop Britannia, second place last week in Tri-Cities. And Steve Reynolds aboard the Miss 711, a winner in Madison, Indiana in 1985. And a final glance at the boats coming up in Heat 1A, the Miss 711 at almost 140 miles per hour, the Squire Shop Britannia, the Budweiser, Cellular One, and Domino's. 10 seconds before the start of Heat 1A. They cannot cross the starting line before the clock expires. There's the 7-Eleven. It's Steve Reynolds. There's the gun. There's the starting line. Good start. 7-Eleven all alone. Lane number 4 as you see them high above the south third here in Seattle, Washington. Steve Reynolds in the turbine-powered Miss 7-Eleven. Around the south turn, going down the back chute. 2.5-mile course, 6 laps. This is the Gold Cup, so they don't go just 5 laps, but 6, and they will go an additional heat before they get to the final late this afternoon. Second place, Tom Deeth and the Squire Shop Britannia. Coming into that north turn, it has been very bumpy up here during testing in the morning. The water has gone down considerably, but it's still a little nasty as we watch Steve Reynolds coming into that turn. Hear the whining of that turbine engine. Reynolds, who picked up a victory in Madison earlier this summer. In a dead heat right now with a Mid-American and Jim Hanauer for national points in second place behind Executone Telephone. There's the lead, the perspective. 7-Eleven at the bottom of your screen. The Squire Shop Britannia in second place, completing lap number 1. Speed for the Miss 7-Eleven, 127.2 miles per hour. Very respectable on this choppy water on Lake Washington. Reynolds in first, going down the back chute for the second time. We're in Heat 1A. Here's the Budweiser moving up into third place, challenging the Cellular One and Todd Yarling. Yarling with the inside position, however. Yarling with the Allison supercharged engine going against the Griffin engine of the Miss Budweiser. Yeah, the Buds had problems this year, but they're still trying to work out the kinks, get the gremlins out of that new boat. Oh, look at the 7-Eleven jumping up into the air. That is one of the most stable boats in hydroplane racing, so that gives you some idea how treacherous it is in the north turn here in Heat 1A. The 7-Eleven, Steve Reynolds. It's amazing the boat is still in one piece. The Squire Shop Britannia, pretty rocky for Tom Deeth as well. The Budweiser on the outside coming into that turn. On the right of your screen, Cellular One and Todd Yarling out of Madison, Indiana. Two of the drivers who are not from Seattle. Just about everybody else is racing in the backyard. Kropfeld out of Cincinnati, Ohio. This is George Johnson in the Domino's Pizza. George making his debut in 1985, driving that boat for the first time.
Budweiser, Rainier, Pocket Savers, Pringles, U.S. West, and Stroh Light. That is the rundown of the race.
Tommy Deeth out of Detroit, driving the Seattle-based Squire Shop Britannia. In its second race, Tommy picking up a second place in the Columbia Cup, the Budweiser Columbia Cup last week over in Tri-Cities, Washington, at the opposite end of the state of Washington. Look at this battle between Todd Yarling and Jim Kropfeld. A great battle between the Bud on the outside and Cellular One on the inside. Jim Kropfeld with a little bit more acceleration now as they go down that rocky back chute where the waves come off of that log boom, and it can get pretty treacherous there as well as in the north turn where Steve Reynolds is just coming out of and heading down the main chute. Second place again, Tom Deeth in the Squire Shop with those Berlin engines rumbling away. The Budweiser now into sole possession of third place as Todd Yarling has dropped back a bit. Jim Kropfeld in that enclosed cockpit. Steve Reynolds going into that south turn. You can see his head bouncing around quite a bit. It gives you some idea how choppy it is. He is strapped in with that 5-point belt system. Second place, Tom Deeth. He is not strapped in. Doesn't believe in that kind of system anyway. He would rather be sitting in there and holding himself in. But here comes Steve Reynolds now, completing lap number 6, and he will pick up 400 points as the winner of Heat 1A in Seattle. So in a day when points are so important, the 7-Eleven picks up 400, but we understand that that boat has incurred some damage, not only to the tail, but the right sponsor. Let's go down to the pits and find out what happened.
We'll try to find out right now, Don, what happened to the 7-Eleven. Notice that the vertical fin is all cracked up. What happened out there, Steve?
It's the water, Jim. It's incredibly rough. This is the most treacherous course I've been on in 6 years. It doesn't matter where you are, what speed you are, 170 or 130. Look at the sponson. That is nothing but water that did that. And I never went over 160 miles an hour ever.
Can you get it repaired in time?
I don't know. I've just viewed that damage for the first time. It looks like it'll be real close.
Oh, it's going to be a lot of trouble for 7-Eleven, Don. Back to you.
Crew Chief Danny Walters getting his first look at the damage as well. The remains of that right sponson, and it is indeed serious. And it's no wonder. Look at the boat coming around the north turn. The right sponson 4 feet into the air, and it comes down as the wave is coming up. It's a miracle the right sponson is still there. The 7-Eleven in trouble. We'll return to Seattle in just a moment. Don Poyer along with Jim Henrik. Welcome back to the shores of Lake Washington. You see the boats heading out now for Heat 1B. This is Mitch Evans and the Miss Rock KISW. In the background, American Speedy Printing. Andy Coker going out. There's Executive Telephones with Scotty Pierce, the national point leader.
Budweiser, Circuit, Stroll Light, 66 Pocket Savers, and the KISW Miss Rock. Let's go. Hope you guys are well today, man. I don't know what my lady's cooking back there. It's good. Babe, what are you fixing back there? Babe. Babe, what are you fixing? What are you fixing? Good Lord, y'all, that shit's not good. So I just sitting there telling everybody it's just not good, man.
Interesting shot. Very nice shot from a helicopter camera. You see the boats maintaining their lanes and getting ready for the start. We're under 10 seconds.
I'll leave the mic on for a little bit, see how that goes. That's going to turn everything down in the background. Let's see how. Yeah, right there.
Very safe for the start of Heat 1B. Here they come into the south turn.
But truly hope you guys are well today, man.
The turbine-powered Miller American from about lane number 3, scooting out in front of everybody as he goes around the apex buoy and heads for the backstretch. Lane number 3 is Miller American in first place. Executive Telephones in second place, going down the back straightaway and out the long boom. Chip Hanna out of Seattle, first place. Designed boat. He is the team manager co-owner of this boat. And it runs beautifully. A Seattle-based hydroplane in second place. Here comes the Executive Telephones down the main straightaway now, completing lap number 1. Speed for the lead boats as you see the Oboy Alberto, the Miller American at 119.7 miles per hour. For this Rock KISW, Mitch Evans out of the water. Here's some of the Miller American crew. John Love on the right. Tiffany Banks was watching as well. An adopted team member, you might say. Here's Executive Telephones crew. Their boat is in second place with Scotty Pierce. His speed for lap number 1, 106 miles per hour. Andy Coker and the convention.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The last boat on the circuit now. Still has the engine in front of the driver. Again, on the second lap is Chip Hanauer out of Seattle coming around that north turn. The boat riding absolutely beautiful. The big air ski on Chip's head as well as on the sides to handle that Lycoming 11. It's a huge engine with 4,000 horsepower. This is a piston-powered Executive Telephone. American Speedy Printing and Andy Coker. An Allison engine out of the P-51 Mustang Commander. And this again, Jerry Hoff from the Oboy Alberta. Third place, American Speedy Printing. Back to the leader on lap number 3 going down the backstreet. You see all the pleasure cruisers out there. 3,000 boats out there. Who knows how many people. Just a wonderful day to celebrate.
I get comfortable with the race and man, messing it up. Miss Budweiser, Circuit, Stroll Light, U66, Pocket Saver, and the U100, KISW Miss Rock. That is the rundown of the race.
And the co-owner, Jim Lucero, with a binocular studying the attitude of that boat as it goes down the back chute. He also built this boat, as a matter of fact. Executive Telephones owned by Bill Wester out of Seattle. American Speedy Printing looks like he's got a challenge right now by the Oil. No, it's Chip Hanauer, a Middle American, about to lap Andy Coker. The Middle American had trouble with its engines earlier during testing this week. In fact, they blew up one of their Lycoming engines. They had to take the boat back to the shop down in nearby Kent, Washington, about 20 miles south of here. They repaired the boat in time, no serious structural damage. They got it back, they qualified on Friday, and they were back in ready to go racing. Chip Hanauer hoping to pick up a fourth straight gold cup today. That will take place in the final if he can make it. He would pick up 4 more points for the victory here. He would be well on his way to that final. Nobody has ever won in modern history more than 3 gold cups in a row. Chip Hanauer's done it. Bill Bunsey did it back in his racing years. And he would be the first in modern times to win 4 straight gold cups. He's got a great shot at it today as he comes around the north turn for the final time at Heat 1B. The winner scoring the points in 1B, the Middle American, Chip Hanauer. And again, looking at the numbers, Middle American with those 400 big ones. Executive Telephone's in good shape. Keep in mind, we're all trying to get into the top 6 area. Make the final. Let's go down.
Woohoo! Let's go.
That's it, that feels like a football player. You get rid of the butterflies after the first good shot. You got a few out there on that left line.
Yeah, boy. You get on out there.
Yeah, it's even, I think, harder here than Detroit. Frequency, meaning the duration of the waves are different, and it really beats everything out.
Meanwhile, members from virtually every boat camper down at the 7-Eleven helping out. You can see them cutting strips of wood.
Yeah, they're way wide.
They're called battens. A lot of people helping out to see if they can make the second flight. You've seen the cliff divers of Acapulco. Well, these are the bridge divers of Seattle. Boy, are they going to get in trouble if they live through it. We'll return to Lake Washington.
Somebody hit the buoy.
In just a moment.
Who was it? Who has the buoy? Yep, right there. He has it. He's stuck.
Back to Lake Washington. One of our new boat sponsors, Domino's Pizza. Gee, looks like they're making a delivery.
Take it out the long road and make sure get a big tip because it costs a lot to run up. And make sure it's in 30 minutes.
Let's go.
All right, let's take a look at the rundown. Heat 2A. Here are the boats. Middle American, this Budweiser, American Speedy Printing, Oboy Alberto, and Domino's Pizza making another delivery. Oops, but not today. George Johnson, driver of Domino's Pizza, is already out of the cockpit. They couldn't get the engine started. So looking very briefly at Heat 2A, 4 of the 5 boats started, and somewhat as expected, the Middle American jumped out to an early lead with Chip Hanauer, averaging better than 118 miles per hour. They got the victory, Budweiser second. Here are the points now. Middle American, a perfect day so far. Second place to the Budweiser, then Oboy Alberto, American Speedy Printing, Domino's Pizza, unable to start. Looking at Heat 2B, the 7-Eleven chose to sit out this dance to repair the right sponsor. Squire Shop Britannia went on to get the victory. You see the rest of the boats in this particular heat. The Squire Shop Britannia went on to get the win. Executive Telephones broke down, did not finish. So after 2 full flights of racing, Miller American, a perfect day. Squire Shop Britannia had 7 good points for this Budweiser. You have 7 boats fighting for the top 6 spots. With a boat conspicuous by its absence, the national point leader, Executive Telephones, after breaking down in Heat 2B. With 200,000 people here enjoying the biggest party in the Northwest. And one of our cameras is right in the middle of it. We'll be right back. American Speedy Printing driver Andy Coker seems to have life by the tail, but a lot of work going on elsewhere. Executone broke down after 2B. They've got problems.
Danny, just keep working, but is it just strictly an engine change?
Pardon me?
Strictly an engine change?
Well, yeah, we've got some kind of a problem here, Don. We haven't been able to find it. So we get the tension in there, we're going to get after the system.
Across the pits, look at this. Bernie Little, owner of the Budweiser, helping out the 7-Eleven crew, trying to get that right sponsor grid. Still, that huge hole has got to be patched up. Looking at the draw for Heat 3A. None of the turbines are in this heat. It'll be a good battle with the Squire, the Bud, and Executor. Looking at Heat 3B. Good news, bad news. 7-Eleven more time to get ready, but they've got to go against the Miller American. And again, from our helicopter camera, you can see the boats, all 5 of them, finding their lanes, getting ready to come down to the start of Heat 3A. The Squire Shop Britannia, Tom Dayton, Todd Garning, second overall in lane number 1. Here we go. It's a good start. All the boats are safe as they go down to the south turn. Again, from high above, it's the Budweiser and Jim Krupfel in lane number 1 out of Cincinnati, Ohio. Lane number 2 is Executive Telephone. And in lane number 4, moving inside to about lane number 3 is Tom Heath in the Squire Shop Britannia. What a beautiful turn as all 3 boats go around the south turn. The Budweiser with a brand new boat. A winner in Syracuse, New York, with Krupfel at the wheel, holding on to first place. But here comes the Executive Telephones, the national point leader. Scotty Pierce moving into first place down the back chute. All 3 boats, Squire Shop Britannia on the way outside. Now coming into that testy north turn. First there, Executive Telephones from our camera. Inside the north turn. What a shot. Second place, the Budweiser in lane number 1 on the way outside. Tom Heath out of Detroit, Michigan, driving the Squire Shop Britannia. Scotty Pierce looks like they got the engine problems taken care of. There he goes, completing lap number 1. Squire Shop Britannia moving up to second place now on the outside as the Budweiser is falling back a bit. Speed on lap number 1 with 23.8 miles per hour for the Executive Telephone. Scott Pierce, he has only 300 points for the day. He needs a win very badly here in Heat 3A to get into the final. That would give him 700 for the day. That would put him in pretty good shape to make the top 6 and a run for the Gold Cup. Executive Telephones in its second year with this particular boat. Scott Pierce, the driver, in his first year with this boat. In first place, heading down the back chute. Second place, Squire Shop Britannia. Again, into that tough north turn where the breakers come back off the log room, right back into the turn, right into the traffic. Beautiful shot as Executive Telephone comes down the main chute again. Second place again, Tom Heath and the Squire Shop Britannia. Third place, Jim Krupfel, the 1984 National Voice Champion, driving that new boat, trying to work out the gremlins, and you know they will be competitive. It's just a matter of time. Executive Telephone crew watching. This is the local television station here in Seattle broadcasting the race, and this is the Squire Shop Britannia crew watching the race from inside their own truck. Now, why not? There's their boat. Back to the back chute, Tom Heath giving chase to Scotty Pierce. Scott out of Seattle, and a driver from Detroit. Tom Heath and the Squire Shop Britannia giving chase. Good old Detroit-Seattle rivalry. Reborn. More of the Executive crew just counting laps now. Average speed for the Executive, 120 miles per hour. Fourth place, second or one, Todd Garland. If they can hold on to fourth, they've got a great shot at making the top 6. Executive Telephone is in first place. Scotty Pierce driving a way good race. Whatever their problem was earlier, they seem to have ironed it out. I know the crew worked a couple of all-nighters trying to get the engines tuned back in. They broke a number of them in the past couple of weeks. The Budweiser, third place. That's a good run for the company into the final with no problem at all. Todd Garling out of Madison, Indiana. Jim Sedan, the owner of this boat out of Madison. Wonderful people, I'm sure. Popular racer with a fan, hoping to get into the final. Look at the Executive riding on that skid as it comes around again. That testing on third. One more importantly, Scotty Pierce moving up forward point, 700 for the day. He should be in the final and the run for the Gold Cup later today. So looking at the numbers, Executive Telephone's on top of the heat. Squire Shop Britannia, great day with 1,000 points. The Budweiser should be all right for the final. Moving on down the line. We understand, by the way, the Executive Telephones broke down coming back into the pits.
Let's find out now. Big excitement down here, Don, right now. Let's talk to the driver. Scott, 123, 124. Did you run out of gas?
Yes, I ran out of gas when I got out by the finish line. They gave me the checker, but I was lapping of Mitch Evans, and I wasn't sure. I thought maybe I jumped. I thought I'd read legal on our check. You don't clock, but I wasn't positive. I couldn't afford to take any chances, so I made an extra lap. And as you can see, if I do jump the gun, I will complete the heat.
Over at the Cellular One camp, driver Todd Garland's fans think he made the final. Could very well be, has quite a few points. Battle of the Turbines is next. Welcome back to Seattle. The Miller American heading out now for E3B in its first encounter with the 7-Eleven. Look at this, Larry Gillespie from the Tempest crew getting the rope unwound from the propeller on the 7-Eleven. Steve Reynolds waiting in the cockpit. Off he goes and is ready to meet the Miller and Company. Now keep in mind, the key here for the 7-Eleven is to get at least a second place, which would be 300 points. You'd have 700 for the day and should make it into the final. Keep an eye on the two turbines. All 5 boats running on the 2.5-mile course. The 7-Eleven with Steve Reynolds. He is in lane number 1. Good position. Right where he wants to be. The gun is sounded, and he's got the lead going across the starting line. In lane number 1 is the 7-Eleven. In lane number 4 is the Miller American coming out all the way from lane 4, cutting down to lane number 2 as he has the acceleration and is able to do so. If you have a 5-boat lead, you can cut down the lanes into where you want to go. And in this case, lane number 2. And Steve Reynolds with a fabulous start as he goes down the back chute in first place. But he knows that his outside hit back there someplace. There he is the Miller American and Chip Hanauer. The Miller American, the 7-Eleven here in first place. Reynolds knows that he's giving up about 1,000 horsepower to the Miller American and the Lycoming 11 turbine engine. Reynolds in first place. There you see from the camera mounted aboard the 7-Eleven. You see what Steve Reynolds sees as he's coming down the main straightaway. Beautiful shot. The left spots are bouncing along the spray, coming up over the camera. The Miller American moving in a little bit closer now as they come into the south turn for the second time. Lap speed for lap number 1, 127 miles per hour for the 7-Eleven, 124 for the Miller American. These 2 boats running away from the other 3. 7-Eleven, Reynolds still going down the back chute in first place. He knows that Chip Hanauer is back there. And what kind of a game is Chip Hanauer playing? We don't know. As I said, he is 1,000 horsepower more than the 7-Eleven, and he may just be studying his competition, getting ready for the final coming up in the next heat. But the key again for the 7-Eleven here, even though Reynolds is in first place, is to get at least a second place finish, get 300 points, have 700 for the day, and go into the final. 1 for the goal against the man on his outside hip right now, the Miller American and Chip Hanauer. The battle for second and third and fourth on the outside of Boy Alberto, Jerry Hop out of the Northwest. And on the inside, I believe it's American Speedy Credit. Yes, it is, with Andy Coker. The Domino's Pizza with George Johnson dead in the water. His day is done with 127 points.
Sure.
But
If you don't
Reynolds
mind.
still holding on to first place as Chip Hanauer comes around the outside. And you can see there he is moving up against Reynolds as they go down the rather quiet waters now of the back chute. They may be quiet, but Reynolds is still getting a lot of air out of that boat. Look at that right spot and fly up in the air again. The Miller American challenging Reynolds now as they go into the north turn. We know how hungry it has been up there in the water. Very bad.
I have some biscuits na
Those buoys coming around the north turn. And here they come for the straightaway. Reynolds still holding on, but here comes Hanauer. Speed for the Miller American, 132 miles per hour. He had to break 130 to get past the 7-Eleven. Reynolds at 128 miles per hour. Back to the Oboy Alberto on the left. American Speedy Pretty on the right. The battle for third and fourth place. And of course, Points trying to get into that final. Miller American moving into first place. I would not be surprised as you see Steve Reynolds again kissing those buoys. And you see from Reynolds' eyes that he'll be happy to get at least that second place. Get the points, get into the final, then put in the larger Lycoming engine, and he will be equal in out horsepower with the Miller American. 7-Eleven, Reynolds in second place out of Kirkland, Washington. He used to sit in his home on Mercer Island overlooking this course as a child, open up the living room doors, watch it on television, and dream of being a hydroplane driver. But right now he's in the thick of it. He's in second place in Heat 3B. And they're coming down the main straightaway for the final time. The Mid-American and Chip Hanna. So far a perfect day. 400 points for Heat 3B. Second place, 7-11, 300 points. And he'll make the final. So this battle goes to the Mid-American. But the war is not yet over. They will meet again in the final. Roy Alberto, American Speedy Printing, and Domino's Pizza. Those are how the 5 finish. Let's go to the 5th.
Chip Hanna, your first competition. Now with the other turbo, the 711, did you learn anything?
Not really. We wanted to make just a real clean start, and actually we were going to be satisfied to finish second. We weren't hurt anything. I just kind of followed him for a while and saw, if I could catch him fairly easily. And it wasn't too hard, so I just kind of took my time. So I'm sure they'll go back to the big motor now. It'll be tough in the final.
How much time have you got?
That's Fred Doobie, a hydroplane builder years ago back in Detroit. Look at Bernie Little still helping the 711 crew, trying to make sure that everything's all right with that right sponsor. Looks like it's okay. We'll return with a Champ Boat Series update after this. Whenever the Unlimited Hydroplane Racing production team is in Seattle, it always stays at the beautiful Edgewater Inn on the shore of Elliott Bay. The Blue Angels are a major part of hydroplane racing every year in Seattle. While we're here, let's go overseas for another update on the Champ Boats.
15 of the world's top tunnel boat drivers met to compete at one of the most unusual race courses on the world circuit. At 6,000 feet above sea level, the 1 2/3 mile course at Lockville, South Africa poses some unique problems for the drivers and their engines. The high altitude causes a 20% drop in engine power, a problem never faced on other courses. The drivers were allowed 3 days, twice as much time as normally allowed for testing, to acquaint themselves with the site and to prepare for the unusual and difficult turns. The course has 4 turns in all, with the long right hand.
Yo, Quee.
As the boat approaches this turn, it pushes against the normal force of gravity.
Quee.
Physical strain on the driver. Because of the reduction in engine power,
I didn't even see you on there, my bad. What's going on?
Each driver wears a back support.
We got the Queen in here too.
From rocking around inside the cockpit.
Quee says
Drivers from all over the world came to challenge this demanding course. The United States fielded
say what's up?
33-year-old John Nichols.
Yeah, you see me trying to, see you trying to spice it up, trying to spice the page up a little bit. I'll switch it up a little bit when I do my lives. I'll switch it up and my little overlay will be a little bit different, but it'll be yeah. I'm just excited that I'm learning this OBS. Oh yeah, babe.
What time?
It's time for Bold and the Beautiful.
Oh, you telling people now?
Don't tell nobody now. The whole world knows. Don't tell nobody. Okay? This dude better not marry Sheila. I'm trying to tell you. Don't tell nobody. Don't say nothing. Hold on. I don't think. Wait a second.
There is John Nichols. Nichols is being forced close into that right-hand turn by Michael Werner.
Where we at here?
Straight through the corner, through the reeds. He's come out of it. This is incredible. He's come out the other side, covered in rushes. And he's still
Bold and the Beautiful on. Bold and the Beautiful is on. Don't tell nobody.
But this time, Mark Wilson jumped into the lead and held it as Hill, refusing to give up, pushed his boat to the limit, bouncing around on the unstable water. As the boats lined up for the final heat, it was anybody's match. The chief mechanic of each team, trying to gain maximum acceleration on takeoff, lifted his boat engine so the prop was just below the surface of the water. Wilson again took the lead, but Hill, showing the stuff of which champions are made, pushed his way through the pack and relentlessly challenged Williams for second place. At the end, using a third driver for a foil, Hill passed Williams to take second in the heat and total points overall. The final standings reflected Hill's determination, with Wilson taking second and John Nichols making an excellent showing in third.
Back here in Seattle, the field is now set for the APBA Budweiser Gold Cup Final. The Miller American, the Squire Shop Britannia, the Miss Budweiser, the Miss 7-Eleven, Executone Telephones, and Cellular One. The final coming up.
Getting a rub down, boss? What's that? Getting a rub down? Yeah, I got the best guy in the world for it, the world 250 motocross champion. So if anybody knows about being tense, I guess he does.
I would imagine the adrenaline's flowing right now. A chance to set some history, Chip.
Yeah, it's a lot of pressure. And I just want to, go do my best and live with the result.
But knowing you, you're probably applying more pressure on yourself than the pressure that exists.
Yeah, well, I put a lot of pressure on myself, but this time there has been some pressure. There's been, so much attention and everything. But I feel ready. I just got to do my best. And
I know you want to be alone, so I'll let you go.
Thanks, Tom.
And over at the 7-Eleven camp, the L11, the 4,000 horsepower engine affectionately known as Big Wally, going into the 7-Eleven boat. What about Steve Reynolds? How does he feel about the final?
You know what the Gold Cup means to you. We all know what it means. I would imagine the adrenaline is a little extra right now.
I'm surprising myself. I'm really remarkably calm. I think the crew is using up all the adrenaline we've got. The guys have worked awful hard today. Win, lose, or draw, it's a credit to the 7-Eleven crew.
At the Squire Shop camp, where they have earned 1,000 points today already, they're installing extra nitrous bottles for better acceleration for driver Tommy Deef.
I mean, you've won a Gold Cup before. You know how special it is. A little extra adrenaline for this final heat for a Gold Cup.
Well, a little extra mental preparation, that's for sure. We've got, with the Miller American and the 7-Eleven, two rocket ships out there. I've got to do something to outfox them. I'm going to try and suck them up in the hole there and then leave them hanging out to dry and go for it.
So after a long day of racing, it comes down to these six men. Todd Garling in the Cellular One, finished in third place 1 week ago. Scotty Pierce and Executone Telephones, a great comeback in Heat 3A, winning it, enabling him to move into the final. Steve Reynolds, he has not raced since the first flight, but he got enough points.
What up? I'm watching Bold the Beautiful, so I got my mic on.
Jim Cropfeld on this Budweiser.
Don't tell nobody.
With better than 600 points. Tom D from the Squire Shop Britannia, a second in the Columbia Cup last week, hopes to do better this time. And finally, Chip Hanauer, the man trying to make history in this final. Points mean nothing now as the boats head down the main straightaway for the start of the final. The 77th running of the Gold Cup. We're under 5 seconds for the start. The 7-Eleven, the Budweiser, Executone, all three together at the start. On the way outside is the Miller American. Chip Hanauer trying to make some history, trying to be the first man in modern history to win 4 straight gold.
You laughing at me? Hey, don't tell, please don't, okay? Just keep it keep it between us, now the whole world knows, okay?
You know, streaming out in the living room for the first time ever for no reason.
Just keep it. Keep this between me and you. Just keep this between me and you. Ooh, just keep this between me and you. Now that the whole world knows. So what? I'm about to be bold about it. What? Come on, say what? What? Anybody got anything to say about me watching Bold and Beautiful? You come on over here, give your boy a like, and speak your piece. But I'm streaming in the living room for a reason, y'all. You know what I'm saying? The hot game is over. Bold and Beautiful's on. Y'all better watch out now. Y'all better watch out now, okay? You guys trying to learn about me? Better put your notepad away, okay? This is all trial by fire. All trial by fire. That's what this is. Ain't that right, babe?
Yes.
See, I got the boats going to keep you guys occupied. Oh, watching Bold and Beautiful in the background.
There's their boat currently in third place. What a great finish that would be for that boat. The engine inside that boat right now affectionately called Edna. Reliable Edna. But in first place with that Lycoming 11 engine, 4,000 horsepower in a very, very light boat, a light engine. The Miller American, Chip Hanauer, who grew up here near Lake Washington, would love to win in Seattle as well as set history winning his 4th straight Gold Cup. In second place, Executive Telephone Cellular One. Todd Yarling in third place. It would be like a victory to Cellular One if they could get a third here in the prestigious Gold Cup. But Chip Hanauer, you heard the story. He began racing back when he was 12 years old, as you see the cool ones being set out for the anticipated celebration.
This is Spunky Chunk, my cat. Spunky Chunk. What's up, dude?
Are you playing with him now?
The J-Class Outboard Hydros taking 5th nationally in his
What's
first
up, dude?
competition. He's been inducted into the APBA Hall of Champions, that taking place back in 1983. Chip Hanauer really becoming one of the main figures of unlimited hydroplane racing. Chip Hanauer about to set history, about to put his name in the record books. The Miller American winning the 1985 Gold Cup. Chip Hanauer, a winner in Seattle. So Miller American, look at the numbers. 4 starts, 4 first-place finishes. On the other hand, 3 boats failed to finish. The 7-Eleven, the Squire Shop Britannia, and the Budweiser. On to the winner's circle and Chip Hanauer.
Modern history, my man. You did it. Congratulations, Chip.
I can't describe it. I thought we were going to have a really good boat race, and then I think they broke a coupler or something again. And
how does it feel, though? You're on the same plane with people like, gosh, above Garwood, practically.
I don't feel like that. I'm just glad it's over. It's been a real hard year, you know, knowing this was coming up, and there's so much pressure. I'd like to say hello to my grandmother and everybody at the Madison House, and my father, my brother who helped me get here. And there's so many people that let me do this that I'm really undeserving, and I just feel really privileged.
For the folks at home, that's victory number 17 for you. We're going to get it right this week. You did it. Congratulations again.
Thank you. These guys did it. It was the best piece out there, and there's no doubt about it.
Nice going.
Thanks.
Miller American has not only overtaken Executone for national points, but Chip Hanauer also set a Gold Cup record average speed for the day, 120.7 miles per hour, breaking the old record by almost 8 miles per hour. You see the rest of the boats along the points race. Moving to the second 5, Cellular One, Squire Britannia, Miss Rock, Kenny Toyota, and Domino's Pizza.
The 1985 APBA Budweiser Gold Cup is history, and history indeed has been made by Chip Hanauer winning 4 straight.
And I think what's more important is the fact that the Turbans have now said, hey, we're here to stay. The others better catch up or get out.
Absolutely. We should mention that Chip not only won the money and won the beautiful Gold Cup, but he also won a $5,000 Citizens Gold watch. It's absolutely gorgeous.
Yes, and I collect watches. I'd love to have it. I'll make a deal with Chip.
As far as the circuit in 1985, we have a couple of weeks off, and then we move to Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. First time we've been there.
Yes, and we'll have more on ESPN at that time.
Okay. For Jim Hendrick, I'm Don Poyer. Thanks for joining us, and so long from Seattle.
Air transportation provided by Continental Airlines, the official carriers of unlimited hydroplane racing. A promotional fee has been paid by Hertz Penske Truck Rentals. Scuba diving equipment is provided by Nemrod, the official suppliers of the Unlimited Racing Commission. The Budweiser APBA Gold Cup Unlimited Hydroplane Race has been brought to you by Ford and your local Ford dealer. And by the new Napa Advantage muffler. It puts rust at a disadvantage. Keep up to date with the unlimited hydroplanes by calling the Hydro Hotline at 1-900-410-5500. If you'd like a VHS video cassette of this program, send a check or money order for $19.95 to the Unlimited Racing Commission, 901 Occidental South, Seattle, Washington, 98134.
Thank you. Keeping that secret safe. I appreciate that. I promise. You know, like I said in the chat, I don't watch Big Brother. I don't watch that either. I swear to God. I swear. And God is spelled G-A-W-D. Okay. I don't watch Big Brother. But damn it, Cameron gotta go. Okay, that's all there is to it. Cameron gotta go. I'm done with it. Okay? But I don't watch it. Okay? When's the next time it come on?
It doesn't come on tonight.
Damn it.
That's why it came on yesterday.
Damn it. Man. Damn it, man. You mean we gotta wait all this time?
No, wait till tomorrow.
I don't watch it, but I'm just saying we gotta. Damn.
I gotta wait.
I'll wait with you, babe. Okay.
Okay, thanks.
We're a team.
Thanks. You're not letting me wait alone.
We're a team, babe. Promise you. We're a team, babe. I'll never let you do this alone.
Thank you. You know I don't like to be alone.
I'll never let you do this alone. Never. You never do the Big Brother thing alone. I can never let you do that. But I don't watch it.
Clearly my life is very different from yours. It's much more so yeah, I mean, we didn't have much, but the mom always makes very much. And after the number of weeks, my life is pretty boring compared to yours. No, not at all. That's very hopeless.
Oh, whatever.
She's so cute.
Is this a trash can? It's not.
She look like Blue from Big Brother. I don't watch it though. No, you. I ain't the one that gossips. You ain't heard that from me. No, you have not. Just do. Y'all better get your just do. And just do what it do, because we going to make it do what it do.
I couldn't date somebody that older. Much older.
We going to make it do what it do. And the do. Okay, you guys I don't get copyright. Hold on. I'm gonna turn this off. What up, Just Do though? What up, dog? I'm watching you didn't hear nothing in the background, bro. That's false advertisement in the background. Man, he can't be hurt, man. He's gotta design dresses, man. Can't be hurt. Damn it, I hate Bold and Beautiful. Why does it does this to me? You can't stop. You gotta design. Keep going. Keep going. Don't give up your dream.
I'm not gonna let my honey bear lose it.
Don't do it. God dang it. I gotta smoke a bong.
You gotta smoke a bong?
Yeah, smoke a bong rip for him. Cause I can't. Whew.
Stop!
This is too much. This is too goddamn much. I can't handle it. It's Bold and Beautiful. It's too much. This episode is too emotional. I can't deal with it.
on Lake Washington, and for those watching
Hey, deal.
on the H1 Unlimited YouTube channel across the country, around the world, we are getting ready to go racing.
Oh, he's being so stubborn.
Race day in Seattle.
And now you guys do it. You guys do that and flicker your eyes like that. Whew.
You do that too well, though.
Whew. Bold and Beautiful. This one right here. This one twist your heart. This Bold and Beautiful episode right here twist your heart. My God dang it. I can't do it. Bring back Victor and Nikki. Damn it, we need my. Look. Well, we can't. Look. I can't go from OG. I can't go from OG to Young and the Restless. That's not a transition that I can make. Now we have 2 hours, 3 hours in between time. I can get ready for Bold and Beautiful. I don't watch it, but we can get ready for it. God dang it, man! This one here though. This episode of Bold and Beautiful here, I gotta take a ball rip for this Bold and Beautiful right here because I don't know if y'all, I don't know if y'all got hearts at all. If you have a heart, this Bold and Beautiful right here, man. Hey, fuck a boxing match. Fuck a boxing match, okay? This Bold and Beautiful episode right here.
I don't know about all that now.
This Bold and Beautiful episode right here. Tell you, it's got my heart right now. It's got my heart. This dude can't stop designing today. You can't stop designing. You can't roll your eyes at me because I have feelings about the situation.
What is his name? Who's he?
His name is Eric Crafter.
No,
okay. It's Eric. His name is Eric Forrester. Okay, it's close. He's a dress crafter. Okay? He could be in the forest too. He could be all the way in the forest if he wants to be. But I'm just saying, his name is Eric. My name is Rick. His name is Eric.
Are you smoking Giggle Sticks?
I'm smoking. I'm smoking because I'm in an emotional state right now. Okay, this cannot be happening to my guy Eric in the Forest, creator. My girl just don't like the fact that I'm in her soap opera now. So she gonna try to push me out. I'm in there now. I'm 10 scripts deep. I'm 10 scripts deep. Shoot. Throw me a line.
Look, you better go find Sheila.
They ain't show that crazy. They ain't show her, man. Where's she at? Where's she at? She getting married today, huh? Man, I am not in this stuff like that, I swear. Thunder down under. Man, y'all need to go somewhere with that crap. I'm the Thunder down under. The hell y'all talking about? I'm a black Australian, okay? Damn, I'm Australian. I'm a black Australian. Shoot, I done forgot about my race here. I done forgot about my racing. This goddamn Bold and Beautiful got me going crazy right now. I'm trying to keep it straight, y'all. But in the background, you guys got the 2023 Seafair Gold Cup. Thank y'all for coming through, man. Quickly, Just Do. Who else came through here? Quickly and Just Do. Who else came in here? Quickly and Just Do. So thank y'all. Thank y'all for just doing what y'all felt your heart needed to just do. Thank you. So I am going to have a live stream coming up. I'm going to talk about this preseason game that's coming here to Seattle, which should be a Sonics preseason game and not what's going to happen. Also, there's some news going on with Oklahoma City Thunder, and I need to read about that and freshen up on that news so that way I can bring that to y'all also within what I got to talk about. So y'all stay tuned. That's coming. It's going to be a big Sonics logo on the thing. Say bring them back. That way y'all know exactly what it is.
This is a tough race course to be able to use that. It's a short,
And it's going to be titled Rain City Classic in the Classic City. I don't know. We'll think about it. But it's coming. Y'all better watch out. Because they doing our city wrong with the NBA. So we got to talk about it. And that's coming up. It's coming up. Thank you, babe.
You're welcome. So it's going to be a great heat. Gunnar is going to be on the outside. He's got the long.
He's got some things, y'all.
He's got to prove to himself his
Got some recharge.
he can go out there and mix it up with the other guys. And it would just be a matter of experience for him a little bit more sometimes. Hang on to your hats. I think it's going to be a great heat. It's going to be fun to watch.
Certainly is, and we should be approaching a countdown to 5 minutes to the 5-minute mark, and that's hydro lingo. We've got some new fans on the beach, I am sure, John Walters, and 5 to the 5, that's a fancy way of saying 10 minutes, but we have a very important 5-minute mark. Everything is done. All of our racing takes place on a clock start. We start that countdown 10 minutes before the boats want to be at the start-finish line. We call that 5 minutes to the 5-minute mark. Thus, it is shortened to 5 to the 5. And, John, I want to go back to what you were just handicapping with these teams. I want to be very specific about what I said to you because you noticed I didn't say who was going to win. I said, who do you like? You named everybody because you're like me. You like them all. You just want to see some good racing, and I think we're going to get it.
I had the very great pleasure at one point in time when I was doing some commentating with the TV stations here to interview Ted Jones. And right down here in the pits, and I asked Mr. Jones,
we have 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Fans, if you want to start a stopwatch on the beach, I will give you a countdown to the 5-minute mark. 15 seconds. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mark. 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Boats can come out on the race course. So we are ready to go boat racing here on Race Day Sunday at the Home Street Bank Cup and APBA Gold Cup at Seafair. Here's who will be racing in our Heat 3A, sponsored by Home Street Bank one more time. It is Brent Red. It is driven by J. Michael Kelly. It is the U8 Beacon Electric. Then the U11, the Legend Yacht Transport, presented by the Old Cannery Furniture Warehouse. The boat comes away from the dock. It is Chartreuse. It is Royal Blue. It is trimmed in red. It is driven by Jamie Nielsen. Then you have the U40. They are away from the dock as well. It is blue and yellow. It is driven by Dustin Eccles. And the white boat with the orange or persimmon, if you would like, stripes on the boat. Looks like the Miss Thriftway. For those of you of a certain vintage, it is the Beast Unleashed presents the Miss Thriftway. It is driven by Gunnar O'Farrell. The start of Heat 3A is just under 4 minutes away, and Seafair reminds you that for your own safety and the safety of those around you, everybody must be out of the water when the hydros are on the Ted Jones race course, and they are on that course now. We need you up and on the shoreline, please. So now it's time to get out of the water and enjoy the world's fastest race boats. 3 minutes and 30 seconds, 3:30 to the start of our Heat 3A, presented by Home Street Bank. John Walters. Yesterday, the boats came out of the pit area, and immediately everybody was jumping across the race course. This morning, first heat, nobody.
Yeah, that's just the difference, I guess, depending on when they left and how they lined up on the course there. It's so important to get the inside lane here, and they're able to go. We've just got one that's cut across the infield here, and Jamie Nielsen is taking a short turn across the course, not going through the first turn here. trying to get a position to establish that position in the inside lane.
And that's a perfectly legal maneuver. Now here comes Jamie from the backside to the front, and that too is a legal maneuver. He can only cut the race course where he just did it. He can cut back to front like he just did at the north end of the race course. He can cut front to back at the bottom end of the race course, which he did before. And he, Jamie Nielsen, is going to follow J. Michael Kelly in the U8. That's the bright red Beacon Electric. He's going to follow him down to the lower end of the race course. Meanwhile, coming off the bottom end of the race course at 2:23 until the start. 2:20 now up the backstretch.
It's time, brother.
There is the blue and yellow. That is the flavor pack.
Time to tell him.
Dustin Eccles is followed by Gunnar O'Farrell in the predominantly white Beast Unleashed. Presents Miss Thriftway. 2:06, John, 2:06.
I appreciate you, Jess. Thank you.
A lot can happen over the next couple of minutes.
It definitely can, and we're a minute away from that 1 minute, though. Most of these guys are going to want to be about the apex of the first turn.
I appreciate you, Jess. Thank you, bro. Appreciate you, man. Thank you. It's all love.
They've chosen. When they get up the turn up there, they're going to be about a 12-second run from the exit pin to the starting finish.
You guys gotta understand, man. I've been sitting in the background watching y'all, man. So y'all motivate me. All you guys motivate me. I don't have no bias toward like one channel except for Singing OG. That's it. But other than that, all y'all, I've learned from all of you guys, man. So I thank all of you. I don't care what channel you're from, what platform you're on. I don't care. But I've learned from everybody. So thank y'all. And within that, I hope you guys start seeing who I am. Besides just in the chat.
They are not assigned a lane. They actually jockey for those positions, and to get those lanes, the last piece to that puzzle is you cannot drop below 80 miles per hour, and that will be determined when they take the data acquisition boxes out of the boat after the heat. The data
we're gonna run with the
below 80. We saw that yesterday inside 40 seconds, heading up toward the top end of the race.
The beacon.
Here they go up the back straightaway, and you can see
just so y'all know.
Pulled off that magic again, got the inside lane in a good position there. I think that everybody's going to close it up here pretty quickly, and there'll be a race literally from the exit pin to the starting line.
20 seconds until the start. We're going to go 3 times around. J. Michael Kelly, he's going to have an outside start, but he might know he's going to come into lane 3. That's right. Gunner's got to stay on the outside. The lane was there for him. We are inside 10 seconds to our start. We are coming up on 5. We are 4, 3, 2, 1. Mark, and man, that one's going to be close, but I think it was good. It was the flavor pack and Dustin Eccles who broke the clock. I think he's going to get down to the turn first, but he and Kelly are tied together. The start is under review. Who's going to come out first? It is Dustin Eccles in the flavor pack, but he has got J. Michael Kelly with
and that's Dustin up right there in the yellow boat.
It is a legal start. It's a legal start, so everybody is good. Up the backstretch, you got 4 H1 Unlimited hydroplanes, closely bunched, but look at Dustin Eccles. John Walters, he's really moving.
He definitely is, and Dustin put himself in a great position there to use that top end. He laid back just a little bit, hit the starting line with top end on everybody, got to the first turn first, and put himself in a position to control that first turn.
And here he comes down to put one in the book. You couldn't see him up the backstretch, but J. Michael Kelly.
That's me right there in the red boat, J. Michael Kelly.
He's only
it's
back
tight.
by about 3, maybe 4 boat lengths. We are on lap number 2 of 3. The race is out front. It is Dustin Eccles in the flavor pack, being chased by J. Michael Kelly in the Beacon Electric. Do not forget about Jamie Nielsen. Nielsen in the Legend Yacht Transport is in 3rd place. He's on an inside lane. Now Dustin Eccles got Kelly back by about 5 boat lengths. There's that straightaway speed, John. You talked about it.
Yeah, he's pulling everybody going down the back straightaway there again. He gets into the turn in a nice lane, very controlled, leaving room for Jamie to get through there without any conflict. He's just trying to come out wide as he can, push J. Michael Kelly around the race course a little bit and use up some of that time. And you can see, they get very close coming off the exit pin.
Yeah, and when he's pushing J. Michael Kelly out like that, what he's doing is leaving the door wide open for Jamie Nielsen to pick up ground and save ground on that inside lane. Kelly's driving an awfully big race course. It is Dustin Eccles off the lower end of the race course. He is in first place, but now you see Jamie Nielsen has moved up alongside J. Michael Kelly. They are going to be dead even as they come off the bottom end of the race course, and it's that big course, John, that J. Michael Kelly's having to drive that's opening the door for Jamie Nielsen.
It's a long ways around for J. Michael Kelly as he's on the outside down there, and you can see Dustin's got a little top end on. Everybody gets.
Is that on right now?
When
Is this on right now?
such a big area to make up the difference there. Jamie running on that inside lane's got a much shorter distance, so they come off the exit pin dead even.
Checkered flag flies for Dustin Eccles in the flavor pack, and now it's going to be J. Michael Kelly in the Beacon Electric, holding off a hard-charging Jamie Nielsen and the Legend Yacht Transport, presented by the old Cannery Furniture Warehouse. 1, 2, 3. They come across the start-finish line. Gunnar O'Farrell, our rookie, will come home and pick up fourth place. Points of the U60 The Beast Unleashed presents Miss Thriftway. We promised some good side-by-side racing. We had it. And you've been talking about it all weekend. That 40's got some top-end speed. He got it wound up that time, and he just slowly moved away from the field.
Yeah, he absolutely did. Dustin did a great job of making a start there, and you could see when he went down the back.
Minutes and 30 seconds. Get ready with your countdown clocks.
We're going to run with the baby blue boat right there, the home street.
15 seconds, 15 seconds. I'll give you a countdown of 5. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mark. 5 minutes, 5 minutes. We look down in the pit area. There is a hand by a crew member on the back of every boat. And the first one away from the dock is the U9, the Beacon Plumbing. That is going to be Corey Peabody just off to his right. Now turning away from him is the U91, Andrew Tate in the gold and white Goodman Real Estate. Couple of boats away from the dock. Here comes Dylan Running. He will come away.
I'm gonna turn my camera off though, just so y'all. So I'm not eating on camera.
Ready to go racing here. Let's run down our field one more time. It's the U1, the Miss Home Street with Dylan Running. It is the U9, the Beacon Plumbing and Corey Peabody, the bright red trimmed in black and silver. The U12 Grand Trucking, that's Bobby King. The white trimmed in gold and black, the U91. Andrew Tate. We are 4 minutes and 5 seconds away from the start of Heat 3B, and Seafair reminds you that for your own safety and the safety of those around you, everyone must be out of the water when the hydros are on the Ted Jones race course. But now it's time to get out of the water and enjoy the world's fastest race boats, the H1 Unlimited Hydroplanes. John, 3:45 until the start. I was reading the spot. What did I miss?
Well, you know, I think that as they came down the back straightaway here, we saw kind of an instant replay of what we saw yesterday. Corey Peterson cut across the infield here just north of the start-finish line. Andrew followed him through there, and then Bobby followed him around there. So they're kind of pacing each other. They're kind of checking each other out here. What have you got? Where do you want to be? How are you going to do it? You know, in the old days in the sport of boxing, when they had a fight, it wasn't much of a fight. They called it a boat race. We're going to borrow. Yeah, we're going to borrow a word from their sport. I think the only way somebody's going to win this is going to be a knockout.
Well, that works for me. Now watch this. Now these are a couple of teammates here. Dylan Running going to cut the race course. Going to cut it right in front of Andrew Tate. Now he came out. The boat that is moving to the race course from the infield, in this case the home street and Dylan Running, he doesn't have any right-of-way until such time as he passes two buoys. Now he got nowhere near his teammate. That would be the Goodman Real Estate and Andrew Tate. There would be no incident there. 2 minutes and 35 seconds to the start. Here comes the rookie Bobby King across the start-finish line. He did a great job yesterday of getting an inside lane. We'll see how it plays out this time. But right now, watch where Andrew Tate's going. He is going to go on the outside of Dylan Running. very, very interesting. He jumped to the outside of the powder blue and white boat. It looks now like maybe he has found his way back inside, John, but that we were watching on the monitor here from the drone. That was an interesting maneuver by Andrew.
It was an interesting maneuver by Andrew, and yesterday Andrew came from the infield to the backside there and got real close with JMK, and they had a little discussion about that last night. This morning, you can see that as they get ready to come up the back straightaway here, Dylan needs to win this heat. He's not got the points that he'd really like to have at this point in time, so he's going to lead everybody around there and try to take charge of this thing, make a good start here, and lead everybody to the first turn.
Yeah, and I said it looked like Andrew Tate had maybe come back to the inside. He has not. Dylan Runny right now coming down the front straightaway. He is sitting in lane number 1. Behind him and now in lane 2, just to his outside, albeit behind him by quite a ways, is Andrew Tate and the Goodman Real Estate, the U91. Then lane 3 is slotted Corey Peabody. Nobody has beaten Mr. Peabody in a heat that he has finished. And then on the outside right now is Bobby King in the Graham Trucking, coming up on 5 seconds to the 1 minute mark. The boats have to declare the lane they are going to race in. They do that by the lane they are in when they get to the entrance pin of the floating bridge turn. That's the lane they have to bring to the start-finish line. Then standard overlap rules apply. So we could see a lane change now, but we're getting late in the game. I don't see anything happening. If Dylan Runny, who's way out in front, John, he's got to watch that 80-mile-an-hour rule.
He does. That was a problem that he had yesterday, and he's kind of setting him up for the same sort of thing this time. I really think Corey's in the best position right here. He's back behind everybody. Dylan's trying to get up there to assure that he gets that inside lane, but yesterday when he did that, he was able to get up there in the inside lane, but he was a little bit early, and when he had to back off, the other guys came around with boat speed on him, led him to the first turn, and he ended up finishing back in the pack.
Yeah, the 2 boats from Madison are leading the field up here. The home street's going to come off the corner first, then it's going to be Andrew in lane number 2. Corey's behind the field right now as they come off the top end of the race course. We are inside 10 seconds. We're inside 5 seconds. We are 4, 2, 1. Mark, and we are racing, and Corey Peabody is back at the start. It is the 2 Madison boats. It is the Goodman Real Estate on the outside, Dylan Runny on the inside, and the home street that are out in front and by a large margin. Coming off the corner, it is a legal start. Everybody is legal. Dylan Runny in the home street's got the lead over teammate Andrew Tate in the Goodman Real Estate. Keep an eye on that white boat in 3rd place. It is Corey Peabody. Nobody has beaten him this year. But right now he trails the 2 boats from Madison, Indiana. John Walters, can he make up that much ground?
He's got a lot of ground to make up, and Andrew's pushing real hard on the outside there as they come down the outside. He's actually kind of protecting the boat on the inside of him because Corey's got to get around the first one first, which is going to be Andrew. So he's got a long ways to go. This is a big race course, big wide turns. It's tough to make up any ground here. Dylan's in a perfect spot right there on the inside lane. Good lead going into the first turn. The water's a little bit rough. You can see the kind of the sawtooth in the skid fin water there as it's hooking and unhooking as he comes off the exit pin and with the lead.
And I mentioned those 2 boats are from Madison, Indiana, but do not expect Andrew Tate to just sit back there in 2nd place. If he's got a shot at getting around Dylan Runny, trust me, he will take it. Andrew Tate is a racer, and he is closing on Dylan Runny at the top end of the race course. There's Runny, there's Tate, lane 1, lane 2. We're going to come down and put 2 in the book. They are going to be side by side. Andrew really hung the 91. He's got a lot of air underneath it. He had to pull his foot. We start lap number 3. It's a 2-boat length advantage for Dylan Runny at the bottom end of the race course. Now this corner could really help decide our Heat 3B here. It is Runny on the inside. It is Tate on the outside. Andrew's going to try and get around him. He's only back by a half a boat length. They are dead even out of the corner. John, it doesn't get any better than that.
It absolutely doesn't. They're dead even. Andrew's got a little boat speed on him here on the top end. He's pulled out about a boat length on him. He's going to control the second turn now as he gets in there. He's going to try to hold Dylan as tight to the buoy line as he can, get him to pull his foot a little bit, bleed off some boat speed, and hopefully that he can, out accelerate him coming off the turn here and get to the finish line first.
They have been racing against each other since they were 9 years old. Oh my goodness, this is gonna be close. It is Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate, oh my goodness, it's a good thing they painted that boat last week. I think he got him by a coat of paint. Oh, my goodness, that was close.
Wow, what a race. What a race.
And, we said it on lap number 2. I said, don't expect him just because, quote-unquote, they're teammates, to expect Andrew Tate to